had a vision and I wanted to fulfill that vision. And that vision was to find a group like the Jackson 5.
He was the big Quincy Jones of the ghetto. You know, he was the guy to go see if you want to make a record in Boston.
Our artist of the week is New Edition, the superstar group who between them have scored more than 17 hits, sold well over 10 million albums, and whose members include Bobby Brown, Johnny Gill, and Belle Biv DeVoe.
The impact New Edition had in music history makes them one of the best groups of all time. They didn't only make R&B music, they were also the kings of New Jack Swing. In fact, they had a great impact in almost every genre, from pop to hip-hop to R&B and New Jack Swing. They opened the door for many groups that will come after them. They had a unique sound with good melodies and smooth vocals. They had many hit singles in their career such as Cool It Now, Candy Girl, and that was just the beginning of how they became one of the most successful R&B groups of all time. Hello everyone, my name is Tia and welcome back to another video. Before getting to the history of New Edition, make sure you hit that subscribe button. New Edition was formed in 1980 in Boston, Massachusetts. It all started 2 years before with 4 members, Bobby Brown and his friends Ricky Bell and Michael Bevins and Ralph Tresvant. They started singing together and in the beginning of the 80s, there would be 5 members with Ronnie DeVoe. They had a few shows in their hometown just like the Jackson 5 when they began performing. All they wanted was to make their own money at first, even though they knew they could reach a new level and become the new edition of the Jackson 5. Well, why not? It was just a dream.
The fans' response to their sweet lyrics was so overwhelming. New Edition had no idea that their ride was about to take them into a world beyond their wildest dreams.
They were doing great with those shows because that's when Maurice Starr discovered them in 1982. He signed the group and upped the same thing the little boys were dreaming of. They released their debut album Candy Girl in 1983 to Starr's small label, and the song Candy Girl on the album became a top 10 hit on the US Billboard Hot 100. He actually wrote and produced their first album with most of their hits like Popcorn Love, Is This the End and Candy Girl. The group will end up firing him though because they weren't getting paid enough for their success. They even sued him and they won. Starr defended himself saying that the reason why they weren't getting more was because of tour expenses. After that, they signed to a new label called MCA Records and produced other great songs. At the end of the day, Living Like That had a good impact because their second album called New Edition and first one to the new label was released in 1984 and was very successful, even better than Candy Girl. It sold over 2 million copies and had hits like Mr. Telephone Man and Cool It Now, and I think they came stronger with the hits in the second album than in the first one. The first one had hits, but New Edition gave them their first classics.